Good evening. I'm Othello.
And I'm Cassio. Today we unfortunately report on a sheep stolen from her owner. This beautiful sheep was taken from a farmer who had only owned her for about a week.
What are you implying?
Nothing. It's such a shame that this beautiful divine creature was taken from its rightful owner, so pure and so young. When asked, the owner asserted his belief that his precious sheep was stolen by a fellow farmer out of sheer jealousy.
Okay, moving on. Now on to an interview of Dorian Gray interviewing his own portrait.
Here in Great London Gallery, I'm interviewing my legendary portrait painted by my good friend Basil Howard. Oh, just look at that beautiful face that I once had. So, how were you made in the first place?
I was made by Basil Howard, who put in all of his adoration for art, beauty, and technique into my process. I am essentially his beauty put onto a piece of paper.
So, as beautiful as you are, do you have a meaning?
No, I am the definition of art for art's sake. I have no meaning aside from the meaning to be admired, to be loved, and to be interpreted. I am beautiful in that way.
Well, if you are so beautiful, why were you not displaced for the longest time?
Because Basil Howard put in so much of his soul into me that he was afraid that other people might see into him through his own painting. That's why, in all of my beauty and adoration, he does not want to be displayed.
So, are you perfect? Do you have a weakness?
Yes and no. I am perfect, I have no weaknesses.
If you are perfect, where do you see you in 5 years?
I see myself just as beautiful as I am right now.
Oh my gosh. You're so beautiful, and I just want to know, how are you able to stay beautiful for forever?
Mr. Gray, I am a reflection of your conscience. I am whatever your soul aspires to be. I am whatever you imagine me to be. As long as your conscience stays clear, I will stay beautiful as well.
But I would sell my soul for the beauty that you have and stay beautiful for forever.
Does your partner show fatal signs of being a decent human being syndrome, and or do you believe in deductive reasoning without evidence due to jealousy?
Hi, Iago here with a solution for you called revenge, the super strong means of retaliation that can instantly destroy, devastate, ruin, and wreck your foe's life. Yay, doggy! Revenge is no ordinary way to grief. Its triple thick adhesive virtually ruins any relationship, slowly eating away at the poor soul's morals. I mean, in comparison to all these other products out there, do we really want to go with acceptance or happiness? I mean, honestly, all of these are pretty bad. Cheating partners can cause major damage, but revenge grips on tight to the partner's heart. Plus, now the product works behind their backs. Now you can easily share lies between your friend circle without them even knowing. Revenge is super strong. Or maybe I'm just really reckless, I don't know. To show you the power of revenge, I got a fella to kill himself. Just slap some revenge on all your problems using the might of Zeus. Imagine everything that you can do with revenge.
Good evening. Welcome to the East Egg Weather Report. I'm Tom Buchanan, and today we seem to be following Hurricane Daisy. It appears the brunt of the storm is headed directly toward Jay Gatsby's home. With this storm, Mr. Gatsby can expect extreme jealousy? Is that right? Jay Gatsby can expect to experience extreme jealousy toward a man who has the woman who he desires. Well, as strange as it sounds, you heard it here first, folks. Hurricane Daisy will bring with it extreme jealousy for Gatsby. I wonder if it's for me. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. I'd be jealous of me too. No, that sad sack of a man could never desire my dear Daisy.
Good afternoon and welcome to Long Island Tracks. We're about to go into the stalls for the running, so over to you, Gatsby.
Thank you, Nick. Yes, the 7 runners for the first Lightning 6 furlongs are just beginning to load up. That's Daisy, and very much on her toes and beautifully turned out. She will look like a picture on the paddock. And just coming into our picture is Zingo. Zingo's one of the 2 fillies in the race. She's on very good opening speed, and the overnight rain will have helped her. She likes it a bit soft in her foot. That's Isabel going to the stalls, a steady performer, Isabel, but her tends to be a bit one-paced. Just going in as Tom, and Tom, a big colt, blinker for the first time. And there's our favorite, the Prick. I think he would have preferred slightly firmer going, just going into the outside of the field. A 7-year-old horse, The Dream by Elvis. He's been tailed off to the last 3 outings, and a rather disappointing horse this. And one of the last to go is Priscilla, carrying the top weight, a steady performer, but I think a 10-pound penalty will be a little too much for her this afternoon. She is safely in. Oh dear, Isabel. Isabel is rearing up. He tends to get excited. A very, very excitable horse. And remember, he has to be withdrawn on Darker Zingo. Yes, they're going to put a hood on him. They're very good, the handlers here in Long Island. Oh, but Daisy. She is so beautiful, I would buy her for my soul. The most beautiful horse I've ever seen. Just look at her. Look at her owner over there, just dirtily staring at her, waiting to make all that money. Oh, but Daisy, 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 we're waiting for you to win this race. Now to you, Nick.
And now, a late show of betting. Thank you, Gatsby. The Prick has Harding half a point to 11-8. Elvis is 3. The Dream and Zingo both 9-2. There's been some late money for Isabel, who's coming to join Presley on 8-1, and Tom is 66-1. Now back to you, Gatsby.
Thank you, Nick. Notice that, as expected, Tom is on the 66-1 complete outsider. They're all in, and under the starter's orders, they're off. Nick got a flyer as the first to show. Tom was slowly away, and they settled it down at Zingo from Elvis and Daisy, tucked in behind these 2, catching up strong, so strong, so strong. Nick, I can't believe the horse is so good. Then comes in the blinker, The Dream, being possessed by Elvis. Going steadily behind the 5 is Elvis, and trailing off the field is Tom. As they start to climb the hill, it's Isabel who just cleared of Zingo, and Prick is close up third, nothing between these 3. Priscilla is hanging slowly to the left, tucked in behind the Daisy. Still trailing the field is Tom. They're still after my beautiful, beautiful Daisy again, making a challenge with Tom under pressure, but finding nothing. And as they race to the line, it's Isabel being pressed by the Prick, and Daisy making rapid progress, trying to squeeze in between Zingo and the rail. The Prick and Isabel, nothing between these 2. And Ellis coming on the right line. Priscilla has dropped all of it together. With 100 yards to go, it's Tom and Daisy drawing clear. Tom is falling behind with Daisy. It's tried to stride, breaking ahead. Oh, what a beautiful horse. What a beautiful horse that is. It must be a photo. Daisy's a clear winner again, Nick. What a gorgeous horse that is. I saw my life to own her. If only I could impress her masters enough. I can't separate them, but I think Isabel takes the 3rd from Elvis, and they're still finishing. But it's the tiring Tom. Oh, what a one hell of a race. Tom, I have just got up in the long stride, but I wouldn't like to put my money on it. And now it's back to current events on Long Island. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Nick and Gatsby. Moving forward to Keeping Up with the Victorians. Ancient Iago has some light to shed on our general Othello, hiring a Florentine lieutenant. Iago.
My name is Iago. I am a soldier in Venetian army. I am worried about the Venetian army situation today. I see a lot of foreigners in our army, including General Othello's Lieutenant Cassio. He is from Florence, and I am not sure if he is loyal to our country. Think about all the damage he can do if he is actually a spy. So, we have to purify our army. We have to get rid of all the dingoes in our army. I see a lot of foreigners in our army, including Cassio, who is the lieutenant of General Othello. Think about all the damage he can do if he is a spy. What if he just kills General Othello? I mean, we never know. Take part in the movement of removing foreigners from our country. Together, we will make Venice great again.
Thank you, Iago. Now for today's featuring story of Lord Henry Wotton, an old lady, and a dead dog. I don't think this went well.
Here we are, visiting an old woman's home who has just lost her dog. Let's go ask her some questions, shall we? Let's go in. This woman has lived with this dog for the past 30 years. Can you imagine the kind of an emotional trouble wreck she's going through right now? Oh, look at her. She's devastated.
Devastated.
Ma'am, are you okay to talk to us?
I'll do it for the public.
Okay, this is all good, okay. Tell us about your dog a bit.
My dog Simpson died a week ago. It was due to natural causes, is what the doctor said.
Ma'am, do you mind if I ask you a question? What did you use the dog for?
No, how dare you ask us such a silly question? My dog was great for being with me, loving me,
No,
me
it's quite
loving
unfortunate. So tell us more about your dog. How old was it?
My dog, he was about 59 in human years.
Wow, that's quite a lot of dog years too. So when did you get your dog?
I got him when I was a child. Just a wee little baby. Can you please stop poking me?
That's an accident, I'm sorry. So your dog, was it like nice?
My dog was the nicest dog on the planet.
That's pretty unfortunate. There are a lot of dogs that die every day.
Oh well, they weren't as good as my dog. My dog always gave
Pretty
me...
sure some dogs could be better than your dog.
Well, maybe if you were to die, maybe your mother would say that she missed you, but not mine.
Well, yeah, likely, but I mean, dogs can be found everywhere. Why don't you just go get another dog?
How dare you say such a thing? That dog was priceless. He was my dog, not yours. You can't judge for me.
Well, I guess your dog was pretty special.
He was very special. That's why he died.
Well, so I guess your dog was pretty special then, wasn't he?
My dog was very, very special. You have no right to judge how important he was to me.
I mean, importance is a matter of relativity. You can just get another dog, can't you?
I can't get another dog, but no dog will be as good as Simpson.
Why don't you enjoy the things that Simpson did with another dog?
Because Simpson was special.
Why don't you just get a cat?
Because cats will walk beside me when I go on a walk. With my old lady legs and my old lady cane.
Why don't you just do something better with your time instead of getting a dog?
Because I have no time left. I'm a 70-year-old woman and I'm about to die. I'm literally on my deathbed. But if you keep telling me that I need to get a cat, why don't you buy me one?
Alright, so here we have a woman dying on her deathbed. As you can see, this is a very sad story of a woman who lost her dearly beloved dog. This was Lord Henry with London News. Thank you for listening to our op-ed.
And that concludes our featured story for tonight. As well as that concludes the jealousy in Othello, the jealousy in Dorian Gray, the jealousy in Iago, the jealousy in Gatsby, and all the other characters. As well as I hoped it purged all of us, all of the viewers, as well as all the cast members of our ignorance, as well as misaimed passions. So, one thing that I hope we all get out of this is the first steps into not being jealous is just taking the right actions while you use truth, passion, and reason to guide your aims. Here's to being yourself. I'm Abel, here with London News.
Please tell me we're doing bloopers.
Good evening. Oh, that sounded like I was mad at them or something.
Good evening.
Ma'am, do you mind if I ask you a question? What did you use your dog for?
I use him for opening my cans of beer.
No, you idiot.
I thought I was supposed to
Make our
Sad sack of a man could never desire my dear Daisy. First try.